Welcome to Banter. It's your boy Curtis Geffner, and we have Kendrick here. Kendrick, how's it going?
What's up, guys? Let's talk that 2016 schedule. Game time is
2016
almost upon
schedule.
us.
So we're anxiously waiting for the schedule to be released on Friday. Now we have the schedule, and just to quickly go through it, we only have one primetime game, which is going to be Week 6 against the Broncos at home. But it's going to go Week 1 at Chiefs, Week 2 home against Jaguars, Week 3 at Indianapolis, Week 4 home against Saints, Week 5 at Raiders, Week 6 Thursday Night Football against the Broncos, Week 7 at Falcons, Week 8 at Broncos, Week 9 against Titans at home, and Week 10 Dolphins at home, Week 11 bye, a late bye, Week 12 at Texans, 13 home against Buccaneers, 14 at Panthers, 15 home against the Raiders, 16 at Browns, and finishing off at home with the Chiefs. So starting and finishing the Chiefs. Kendrick, this is an interesting schedule. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I think that as far as strength of schedule, it's in the middle of the league. I think it's a good bounce back schedule for us. I think in the past we've seen teams like the Colts and the Chiefs have these top draft picks really high and are able to turn it around, get to the playoffs, make a little bit of a run. I think the biggest factor here is the Week 11 bye week and the Raiders and Broncos right there at the start of the season. I think that Raiders and Broncos within like 5 days of each other is going to be rough. I think it's going to be rough playing our AFC West rivals there. And I think that the Week 11 bye week, it's not going to be good for us. We'll see how we are getting down to the stretch, but the past has shown us the Week 11 bye week, we need the bye week more around like Week 7 or so. So we'll see for this season. But I think the biggest rivals that we're going to be facing here is all in the AFC West. I think those are our toughest games. If you can take care of business in the AFC West, I think the Chargers are in good shape. And we talked about our toughest game of the season. I think it's going to be December 18th when the Raiders come to San Diego. I think it'll be a hard game against our hated rival, but also at the same time, it's going to have some implications for the Los Angeles race too, I think, getting late into the season as we hear that talk heat up.
Yeah, it sounds like good stuff to me. I'm with you, man. I mean, what's interesting about this one is that we have 10 weeks that we have to go hard, and we have 4 division games within those 10 weeks. And what's really interesting is we get the Broncos games out of the way by week 8, and they're going to be definitely still, in my opinion, the best defense in our league and the freaking gnarly defense. So we have to be on our A game from week 1. And yeah, I've heard it from Phil and McCoy just on the radio and through different interviews that they have to start off strong. They have to start off strong. We've struggled in the years past to kind of tinker to get going, and then we get going, and it's either too late or we leave to the last minute. Last season was kind of different, but got to start strong. And as hard as it's going to be to win week 1, that will be a huge determining factor, I think, on where they're headed. Division game week 1 in Arrowhead, that's freaking tough, but I'm excited to see how it goes. Last time in Arrowhead, I think we had a close game, but still, it's going to be an interesting season in Broncos, 2 times in 3 weeks with going to the Falcons in between. It's going to be a tough one, and playing at Oakland before we play at home against the Broncos for Thursday Night Football, it's going to be tough as well. But I think once we get past the first 10 games, and hopefully if we're going strong, just relax in the bye week, come back. And really, to me, the big game, like you said, is going to be the Raiders at home. That will kind of determine, will be a very important AFC West game later on the season. And I think at Panthers is definitely going to be a tough game because it's the Panthers. Other than that, I'm really happy with the schedule. Very simple. Only one primetime game to really worry about to distract us, and just keep it simple week to week. Sunday football games, 1 o'clock and 10 a.m. our time, depending on where they are. And yeah, I'm excited, dude. It's gonna be a fun season.
Yeah, 2016 is going to be real interesting because I think the theme, let's just throw it out there right now, take care of business. Take care
Yep,
of business in the
simple.
draft, take care of business in San Diego, take care of business in the AFC West, and you have a successful season.
It's going
Get
to
it
be
done.
simple.
That's it.
Now, predictions on our record. Kendrick, what is our record going to be this season?
Well, a lot of people are predicting us to go 6-10. So based on that incredible analysis from the world, I'm going 10-6.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really meditated on it, haven't really broken it down yet. I got to look at what the rest of the AFC West looks like, but right now, shooting for 10-6. I feel like we're going to be that bubble team that doesn't get that wild card. I feel like two teams are ahead of us, but 10-6, a positive season for us.
Funny enough, I have the same 10-6. I've just kind of gone through a little bit, just kind of guesstimated. And I've seen some predictions from AC, from UT, and I've seen one from Eric Williams, who writes for ESPN for the Chargers. And Eric Williams is more of a negative, not a negative, I guess, but more cautious prediction where I feel
He's more
AC had
critical. He's more
more
critical.
critical. AC's was more accurate, I feel, but I think 10-6 is a fair record. You got to remember we have improved in terms of talent, who we have acquired, and hopefully who we draft will definitely improve our team. But we're playing teams that were on the lower tier last year, so it's kind of an opportunity to bounce back. And I think the NFL is favoring and is pushing for us to do so by the fact that they're giving us a late bye in division games that are earlier on. It's almost like a little push to encourage us to bounce back this season. So 10-6, I think, is an accurate prediction. It's hard to know right now, obviously, because teams have changed with their roster and drafts coming up, but that seems like an early fair guesstimate of where we're going. Now, quick little news bite and talk about the draft. Rams make a huge trade this week, gave up a lot to get the first pick from the Titans. So will the Chargers have, I guess, quote unquote, pick of the litter between Tunzel, Ramsey, and Buckner? Who do we get? A lot of people are on the Tunzel train now for the Chargers. Kendrick, what are you thinking?
All right, first off, if you're thinking we need to take Larry Tunsil, you're foolish. Okay, you're very foolish. You're not looking at this team on paper. Look at the moves we made. King Dunlap's back. All right, Chris Hairston's back. We got that swing tackle in there. All right, 3 tackles. You want to add Laramie Tunsil to that mix? Nope. Get it out of here. You need a defensive end. You need a guy for a secondary. Buckner, Ramsey, figure it out. Put it on paper. Flip a coin. Shake that 8-ball. Figure out what you're going to do. If you don't get them, you got defensive ends in the second round. You got Kevin Joseph and Von Bell there in the second round. Take one or the other. Defensive end, safety, flip it, make it happen. First round, second round. I'm Team Buckner. I think he's a freaking beast. I want him right there next to Corey Leggett coming on that front 7. I've been a proponent of that. But Jalen Ramsey's awesome, bro. Jalen Ramsey's showtime. So I got no problem with that either. What are you thinking?
Buckner. I'm thinking Buckner. Yeah, it's so funny to me how the moment the trade happened, everyone freaks out. Oh my gosh, Chargers can get Tunzel now. Tunzel was talked about before in previous mock drafts. Kendrick and I have talked about that as well. But if you look at it on paper, what we've done this offseason, where we've put our focus on, we've kept the O-line. We're almost sending a message to our O-line that we trust them. We have faith in them. Last season was just weird with injuries. We trust them. You have to put trust in the O-line that we have. We put together a good crew. Last year, it just fell apart.
Let them be healthy.
Yeah, let
Let
them
them
be
be
healthy. Let them
healthy.
do what they want. They can do. They believe in them. They believed in him last season. It was tragic that everyone got injured. Really, it all kind of fell apart during the Vikings game. But on paper, this offseason, we have rebuilt our defense and strengthened our defense, and no question, we are going to do it with a first overall pick. I want Buckner, but I'm okay with Ramsey as well. I prefer Buckner, but if you give me Ramsey, I'm still going to be happy. So I think that people that are jumping to the conclusion that we get Tunzel, you're not really paying attention to what our focus and needs are as a team and what I think Telesco is focusing on right now. You got to remember, I know people are also arguing that you need to protect Rivers from the Broncos defense, but we also have to compete with a defense like the Broncos, so we need defense just as good.
You don't even have to compete with the defense of the Broncos. The Chiefs are still a good defense. The Raiders have loaded up on defense. 4 of the Raiders' moves have been on defense because they're loading up, man.
Defense. It's
Come
happening.
on now.
AFC West.
Come on now. All these teams are loaded up on defense, so we're going to go take a tackle while we've already had 3 of them on the roster? No way.
No way.
You need a defensive end. You need a safety. Get it done.
Difference maker.
Let's go.
So to outro this video, question for Bolt fam in the comment section below. What do you think our toughest game will be this year? And now, who do you think we take in the draft? That the Rams have made that whole trade. So tell us what you think the toughest game will be in our schedule, and who do you think we'll take in the draft at the moment? Please comment, like, and subscribe down below. Please subscribe. We've gained a lot of subscribers recently, which has been awesome. Thank you to subscribers. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. We're on SoundCloud and iTunes as well. And we just joined Patreon, which is a place where you can support Bolt Banter financially and help us grow the quality of our videos. And we'll see you next time. Any last words, Kendrick?
Let's see. Did we talk about Patreon?
Yep, Patreon. Please go check it out. We'll have a link in the comment section below. But it's a place where you can really support Bolt Banter and help us to improve our videos with funds and support, basically.
Yeah, I'm really excited for it. I think the biggest thing is that if you like Bolt Banter, if you like what we're doing, you guys have a chance to come in and support us. We want you to be a part of that. I think that our first big goal is that we want to go into editorial work for Bolt Banter. And I think that you guys can help us take that big step. You know, me and Curtis are really good writers. We have a lot of more views that we can put from video and audio for the Chargers, and we really want to put that out there. So you guys can help us take our next step to our editorial work. And finally, we might have some Bolt Banter stuff for draft day. Keep it locked, but we'll see.
Draft party? What?
What? Bolt Banter draft party 2016? We'll see.
We'll see. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.